And a childhood friend of Hirsch Goldberg Poland is using his time and his truck to raise awareness for the hostages being held by Hamas. Hirsch, a Chicago native, was one of those attacked and taken hostage at the Nova Music Festival on October 7th. And now his childhood friend, Jeremiah Smith, is spending 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, driving his truck equipped with an electronic billboard around Chicago to raise awareness for Hirsch and his fellow hostages. Joining us now from Chicago is Jeremiah Smith. We are so happy to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time, Jeremiah. First off, tell us a little bit about your friend Hirsch.
So a lot of people ask me this question, like, why am I driving a truck as me being an African-American man, and how I'm connected to this truck. So when I was 6 years old, Hirsch's grandmother, who was Marcy Goldberg and who was Rachel Goldberg's mother, she kind of like adopted me into the family. And, you know, she was my tutor. And she used to have me over for Shabbat dinners every weekend, you know, take me to places, teach. Well, she was basically my teacher. And she kind of just took me in, and that's when I met Hirsch, and he was 2 years old at the time. And I always wanted a little brother, so he was my little brother at the time.
That is wonderful. When you heard that he was taken hostage, what went through your mind? What did you think?
So I didn't hear until the next day about what happened. But the first thing that came to my mind is like, man, I hope he's not dead, of course, because they don't know. They didn't know if he was taken at that time or under bodies or anything at that time. So the first thing I thought about was Marcy, which I call her my grandmother. And I just ran over to her to try to comfort her. And, you know, and my heart just dropped because I didn't think something like this would happen to someone so close to me.
Yeah, it's so hard to believe. I'm sure in many ways you felt helpless, but you decided to do this and raise awareness with your truck. Tell us how you came up with that idea.
So I was talking to another mentor of mine. He's kind of like an uncle to me, named Jeff Ader. And we kind of I was asking him, could I do anything to help? And we kind of came up with this, you know, this truck and driving around Chicago and driving to other cities around Chicago, like Milwaukee, Indianapolis, Ohio. I just actually drove back from New York.
Yeah, you're really out there raising awareness. What's been the reaction so far?
So I had a few reactions. I had a few bad reactions. I had a lot of good reactions, you know. I've been called a whole lot of, you know, all the cuss words in the book. I've been called a white supremacist twice. And I was like, okay, I've never been called that before. It just, you know, I just ignore them most of the time. And, you know, they try to explain what's happening. I'm like, I understand what's happening, you know, to the innocent people and everything like that. But what I'm doing is trying to get the hostages home.
And before I let you go, Jeremiah, is there anything that you would want, say, Hirsch to know or anybody else to know that are listening right now about your friend and the hostages?
I want everyone to know that I'm here for them and I'm here for the hostages, and that I won't stop until every last one of them is free, and to tell Hirsch that I love him. And he's strong, and, you know, and tell him, you know, his Chicago family got him.
Well, Jeremiah, thank you so much for coming on and telling us your story and more about your friend Hirsch. And thank you for what you're doing. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.